Hello and welcome to News Bulletin of IPR Department. I'm Sharing Eden. Let's look at some of the news that have been making headlines. As per the latest update on COVID-19 figures provided by the State Health Department, a total of 39 positive cases were reported on Sunday. This takes the total active to 384. Total cured and discharged to 2,839. Cumulative total stands at 3,359. A total of 52,906 tests have been conducted and 54 infected persons have died so far. 4 persons in total are currently admitted in ICU. It was informed that the state has recorded 2 more COVID deaths. An 82-year-old male from Daragaon, Tadung passed away on 10th of October. He had a known case of dementia and was admitted to the STNM hospital on 6th of October. The second death reported was that of a 62-year-old female resident of Bardang. She was admitted to the hospital on 2nd of October and had comorbid conditions. On Sunday, the week-long program on International Day of the Girl Child 2020 was concluded in DAC Election Conference Hall, Mangan. The program was organized by the District Task Force Mangan, North Sikkim, under the banner of Ministry of Women and Child Development, Government of India. The program was conducted to encourage the scheme Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. International Day of the Girl Child is observed internationally. UNICEF this year launched an annual campaign with the theme My Voice, Our Equal Future, and as the theme suggests, it gives opportunity to reimagine a better world inspired by adolescent girls from all walks of life who are boldly demanding action against discrimination, violence and poor learning opportunities. The block-level programs of the District Task Force were conducted from the first week of this month in North Sikkim. The main motive of the program were to create awareness regarding gender inequality and discrimination. Due to the COVID pandemic, the organizing committee conducted webinars in which dignitaries were invited to participate in the webinar discussions. The daily count of new cases of coronavirus disease in India continues to fall. On Monday, the country recorded 66,732 new cases, which took the tally to 71,20,538 according to Union Health Ministry. The number of new fatalities also saw a drop for the 9th consecutive day. As per Health Ministry update at 8 a.m. today, India recorded 816 deaths due to the infection in the last 24 hours. Nearly 84% of these fatalities are reported from 10 states, with Maharashtra having reported maximum number of these deaths. The fatality count now stands at 1,09,150. The number of active cases fell further to 8,61,853, while 61,49,535 patients have cured of the disease, according to the Health Ministry update. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today released a commemorative 100 rupee coin in the honor of Vijay Raje Scindia. One of the founding members of BJP, Vijay Raje Scindia is also popularly known as the Rajmata of Gwalior. Paying tribute to the leader, Modi said the life and work of Rajmata Scindia was always connected to the aspirations of the poor, and her life was all about Jan Seva. He said she was one of the personalities who gave direction to India in the last century and witnessed every important phase of Indian politics. Enumerating a series of progressive reforms and developments in the country, Prime Minister Modi said Rajmata Scindia would have been happy to see these positive changes. The program was attended by Union Culture Minister Prahlad Singh Patel and close relatives of Rajmata Scindia's family. Almost around a month after 7 Indians were kidnapped in Libya, they were freed on Sunday. Indian envoy to Tunisia, Puneet Roy Kundal, played a key role in negotiations leading to the release of the Indian nationals. The negotiations were complex given the fact 2 parallel governments were involved. India does not have a working mission in Libya, and to tackle the current situation, an Indian mission in neighboring Tunisia is dealing with the affairs. The Indians are currently in Brega town, which is the center of the country's 2nd largest hydrocarbon complex. They hail from the states of Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Gujarat and Uttar Pradesh and were kidnapped at a place called Ashwarif in Libya on September 14th. They were working at a construction and oil field supplies company and were kidnapped on their way to Tripoli airport to catch a flight to India. India in September 2015 issued a travel advisory for Indian nationals to avoid travelling to Libya in view of the security situation there. Later, in May 2016, government imposed a complete travel ban irrespective of the purpose in view of the deteriorating security situation. The travel ban remains in force. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo supported India on its ongoing standoff with China, saying Beijing has deployed 60,000 soldiers in the border with India. Pompeo said New Delhi absolutely need the United States to be their ally and partner in this fight. The Secretary of State's comments came after the Quad nations, that is India, Japan, Australia and the US, met on Tuesday in Tokyo, where they supported a rules-based Indo-Pacific region, sending an indirect message to China over its expansionist attempts. He also said the Quad members are working on a set of policies to resist the threats each of these nations face from Beijing. Pompeo said that the tide has turned and under Trump's leadership, a coalition is established that will push back against the threat and maintain good order, the rule of law, and the basic civic decency that comes from democracies controlling the world and not authoritarian regimes. The novel coronavirus can survive on surfaces of items like banknotes and phones for 28 hours in dark and cool conditions, a study by Australia's National Science Agency claimed. The study by CSIRO's Disease Preparedness Centre and published in the peer-reviewed journal Virology tested the longevity of COVID-19 in the dark at 3 temperatures. It was found that at a temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, SARS-CoV-2 was extremely robust on smooth surfaces and staying alive for 28 days on glass, mobile phones, steel and plastic banknotes. At a temperature of 30 degrees Celsius, the survival rate came down to 7 days and further dropped to 24 hours at 40 degrees Celsius, suggesting the virus became less intense with a rise in temperature. The study noted that on cotton and other items with a porous surface, the virus survived for shorter periods up to 14 days at the lowest temperatures and under 16 hours at the highest. Trevor Drew, director of the Australian Centre for Disease Preparedness, said if an individual was careless with these materials and touched them and then licked your hands or touched your eyes or nose, he or she might get infected upwards of 2 weeks after they had been contaminated. That is all we have for today. Please like and follow our Facebook page, that is the official page of Government of Sikkim, for the most authentic news and information on recent developments in the government and the state. Please remember that though the lockdown has been lifted completely, the fight against COVID-19 continues. Please continue wearing masks and maintain safe distance while traveling. Thank you for tuning in.